Today I'm going to show you how you can make a colorful art project out of a cup of cocoa. So the first thing we need is copy paper or construction paper, but this paper is rectangular, and so today we're going to be working with a square piece of paper. So I'm going to show you how you change a rectangular piece into a square piece. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold one corner down. Let me remove this so you can see it. You're going to take your rectangular paper and hold it so the width is towards you. And then you're going to make a fold, making sure that the corner meets here and wherever it meets on this side. And so it's going to have extra paper left. So once you've made that fold, diagonally across your paper, you can take your scissors and you can cut right there, or if you don't have scissors, you just fold the excess piece of paper on the line of the remaining piece of paper. And you make your fold. So it almost looks like half of a boat. Like this is the sail and this is the boat. Then you want to fold it back again on the other side. You want to do this fold, especially if you don't have scissors, several times. When you're done, you put your finger down on the part of the paper you want to stay, and you begin pulling on the paper that you want to get rid of. And this is if you don't have a scissors. Okay? So, except for that little bump right there, it's a pretty good tear. So I'm just going to take my scissors and remove it. So that's how you change a rectangular piece of paper into a square. Okay? So the next thing you're going to do, I turn it to the side so that was where the bend is, where the fold is, so that it'll lie flatter. And now I want to draw a big cup of cocoa. So it's going to be about as big as maybe my fist here, right? Like this. So I just want to eyeball it. I want it to be in the center of my picture. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a large oval. And that's going to be the top of my cup. Okay? That's going to be me looking in, or this is where my cocoa is. And then I'm going to draw the bottom of my mug. And we're doing this with pencil, so if you don't get it right, you can erase. Until you have a shape that you are happy with. Now, remember the bottom of your cup can't be so rounded or else it would never stand up. So I'm going to straighten what looked like a point and do some erasing over here to make it cleaner. And then you can have the handle of your mug be this way or the handle be this way. I'm going to have the handle on this side. And Your handle's really just a C on the side of your cup. I decided to try to make it a little bit more interesting. And then you're going to, in your cup, put your line of your liquid. Okay, that's my chocolate. What do you put in your hot chocolate? I put marshmallows. So I'm just gonna draw a square and some lines down, like a marshmallow's floating in my chocolate. Okay, and then now I'm going to use my ruler because my mug is on a table, and I'm going to make a straight line across. And now I have so many areas where I can make designs, thus making this mug really, really pop. So I can make a design in the mug part, a design in the background, and also a design for the table if I want to. So I'm going to start with my background, and I am just going to start with making some lines about the width of my ruler. So a big line, and then a little line, and then a big line. And I don't want to draw into my cup, so whenever I hit my cup, I would stop. And then a little line, and then a big line. And this could be anything you want. You could have swirls, you could have polka dots. You could have diamonds, you could have zigzags. Whatever you want your design to be. Okay, and then another little line. Okay, and now I want to decide what design I might want in my mug. So I've decided I'm going to do 3 different designs. So I'm making 3 or 2 lines inside the mug, making 3 different spaces. And I'm going to use diagonal lines in this first piece. And you don't have to use a ruler. I'm just using a ruler in this moment because it's faster. And remember, the lines you make in your cup are not going to be straight across. They're going to be curved to show that your cup is rounded. So then that's one design. The second stripe across, I am going to make circles. Of different sizes. Okay, that's my second strip. And then this one I'm going to freestyle lines. Okay. And then you could leave your holder, the handle part, plain if you like. I'm going to make it like a candy cane. Okay. And then my table, I'm going to make a series of lines like checkerboard. And I'm not measuring, I'm just sort of looking at it and seeing if the lines look even. So it may not be exact, but art is sometimes not exact. And now I'm going to do stripes coming this way, so it makes like a checkerboard. Okay, so I'm going to color this in with black and white. Once you have all your designs, now you're ready to do your colors. And I'm going to use crayons and markers. And I'm going to start with the skinny stripes on my wall. And I'm just choosing colors at random. Because I think this piece, this kind of art looks really good the more creative you are with your color choices. Oops. Okay. And then I'm going to alternate the colors that I make my panels behind, right? The panels in between. And let's see. And I'm going to make sure that I don't go into my mug when I'm coloring the walls. And then I'm going to start over with my light green again. And then I'm going to use marker for the checkerboard. And remember, checkerboard would alternate, so if this is black, then the next one next to it would not be. And each line, so I continue on. Alternating. And then, because this is black, this would be white. And you always want to go one side to the other when you're making a pattern like this, in case the pattern changes by the end, and you have to do what I call a cheat. If you start in the middle, you can get messed up. If you start on both ends and work in, you can get messed up. So if you start from one side to the other, you should always be able to figure out how to maintain the pattern. So this one was black, this is white, so this is black. You can use a black crayon as well. And then once you have it established, then you can begin to go down the rows. grab another black because this is running out. Okay, so there I have my checkerboard. And then I just begin to color the mug in and complete the designs. However I would like. I'm going to make my background a light green and then color in my circles. And I can still see the outline of my circles with the green. And let's see. And I'm going to actually make the inside of my cup yellow. Part of the plaster that's not the chocolate. And And then I'm going to do the handle. And then I pick the color of my cocoa, making sure you don't color in the marshmallows floating on top. I'm going to use a couple of colors. And I want to choose one more darker brown. And there you have a cool craft on how to make a cup of cocoa piece of art. You can even go over your marshmallows to make them pop. And there you have it. A cup of cocoa that's also a cool art piece.